Hello and welcome to this demonstration of Windows 7. One of the first things you may notice about Windows 7 is the new redesigned taskbar. The taskbar now, by default, does not show labels of your program. It just shows the icon of your program, and is also a little bit taller. The taskbar also allows you to rearrange icons however you want to. So if I want this here, I just could drag this here or whatever. Okay. Let me see, I'll drag it here maybe. Alright. You can also pin an item to the taskbar by either right clicking the item and click pin to taskbar, or I could just simply drag the item here and let go, and it will pin it to the taskbar. Pinning something to the taskbar means that it will be there by default when you log on. Now, something that, if you think this is hard to get used to, it's not that hard, but if you still don't like it, you can right click the taskbar and you can stop it from grouping, and it will make it similar to the older taskbars, but you may still not like how this is all taller. So you could also use small icons and then apply, and now you have basically like an old taskbar, but you can now also still rearrange on the old one, or the old style. But I like it with the new one, so let me put that back. Okay. A new feature also is something called a jump list. Jump lists are like recent files that you've opened in that. For example, if I right click Explorer, it says that I've opened documents, pictures, music, videos, and you could click it to go to it. So go to pictures, like that. Okay. Whoops. Okay. You can also manage your windows easily. Like, for example, you could do something called arrow snap, which you drag it to the top. You see a little border appear. Just let go of full screen. Then you could go to the right, to dock to the right, left, sorry, whoa. Go to the right, to dock to the right. Okay. Whoops, I resized it there. Oh well. Another feature is the gadgets are not limited to a sidebar now. So we could just go to gadgets, and we could place them anywhere we want on the desktop. Put that there, let's say. And anytime we refer back to the desktop, it will be in that place. So for example, if I open Firefox and I go back to my desktop, whoops, sorry, never opened Firefox yet. If I open Firefox and I go back to my desktop, and go over here, there's a little button now, show desktop. If you hover over it, you could preview your desktop without actually going to it, or I could click it to go to it. And you see that they're in the same exact place that I put them. Alright, another feature now is the personalization. If you right click your desktop and click personalize, just like you did in Windows Vista, you can change your desktop background. You might have noticed that my background is changing, because you can now use something called desktop slideshow, which you can choose multiple pictures for your background and choose when you want your pictures to change. Right now I have them to every 10 seconds, and you can basically make your background a slideshow. You could also change, there is more options to changing your window tint. Right now it's set to default. You can put a leaf, any color you want. You can still make your own color down here. The screensavers are still the same. Same thing with sounds, basically. New features that you see when you right-click the desktop are gadgets. Since there's no more sidebar, there's no little icon in the notification area to change your gadgets settings or add. So you just can right click and click gadgets, or you can right click your gadget and click add gadgets, and that will open the same window. But right now we can click screen resolution, and this is how we would change our screen resolution. You now have this nice little fancy slider here to change the resolution. Also, if you want to connect the projector, you can now do, it's really easy to connect it. All you do is hit the Windows and P key, and you get this little dialog, and you could either just show your screen on your monitor, you could duplicate it to the projector, extend it to the projector, or only show it on the projector. It's a really useful feature. Let's see. Then you have something called Arrow Peak. Now let me put this here. I like my gadgets to peek. Arrow Peak. So Arrow Peak is having the ability to look at a window without actually opening it, or switching to it, I should say. Okay, so let me open some music. Windows. Okay, so now you see I got all these windows open. Alright, so now I just wanted to get to my library window. So now I just hover over the Explorer icon in my taskbar, and I just go to hover over the library thumbnail. Now, as you can see, that window was brought to the front, and all the other windows were turned into a transparent border. And if I want to switch to that window, I could simply click it. And there we go. You could also close windows from here, just like that. I mentioned earlier that you could preview your desktop by just hovering over the corner here, and that turns every open window into transparent, makes it transparent, so you can see your desktop, and then just hover away from that to go. Alright, another cool feature is something called Arrow Shake. Arrow Shake, you can simply, let's say you have a lot of windows open, you just simply shake the window, and it minimizes them all. You shake it again, and they're all back maximized. Or restored, I should say. Search is also, Windows Vista had search, but has been improved in here. So, for example, let's say I had a text document here, YWID, and I could put OMG, how are you? Now I save that, I go, and I could, let's say I search for the word R. Now, what it actually does is, it searches the content of your document, and highlights why it was selected. See, so right now this is the whole document, but otherwise it would be long and then 3 dots at the end to tell you that the document continued. So you could see why it's selected. Or I could do search for the file name, YW, and you see it's this, and I could do ID, and it narrows it down. You can also now modify your user account control settings. Is much easier. So we can simply go to the orb control panel, go to user accounts and family safety, user accounts, and change user account control settings. And now you have this fancy little slider here to change the how you want user account control to notify you. By default, it's set to the 3rd level, which is notify me only when you try to install something, for example, and not to notify you when you make a change in Windows, which is like maybe you're going to add a new user account, so it won't prompt you then. The top one is to prompt you for everything. The 3rd one also puts you into secure desktop mode. That's when your desktop turns to like a black tint. The 2nd option is the same as the 3rd, but without the black tint. And the last one is never notify you of anything. So I leave it on the 2nd one because I don't like it going to the black tint. It tends to slow the computer down a little. Overall, Windows 7 does perform a lot faster. Oh, you also still have the Flip 3D in Vista, so for those of you who like that. Let's see, what else is there? that is basically it. Oh, you can also view your jump list on the start menu, so that's pretty cool. And that's basically it. This is Windows 7 build 7000. Also, oh, wow, this is a big thing I forgot. Your notification area can now customize. Let's say I don't want this icon here, I just throw it up, and there it is. It's gone. If I want it back, I just go here, and go wee, and there they go. So maybe I want this here, and we can rearrange. It's all about freedom, basically. So enjoy. The beta, public beta is coming out soon, and expect the RTM in May, June, July. Alright, see ya.